Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga, etc. And I'm here today to bring a review for One Piece manga chapter 1066. So this chapter was an info dump, and it sounds a bit insulting to call it an info dump, but that's essentially what we are doing within this chapter, getting information. Interesting information, and I'm still trying to digest said information, and I probably will need to go read the chapter again. I'm not gonna lie to you, but essentially it all boils down to this: the knowledge that the Ohara had, it still lives on. We knew previously that it was burnt to the ground. No, sorry, rather the country. What is it, the country Ohara? That's not a good look. That's not a good look. Well, basically, we basically learned that, country was burnt down to destroy the people of there, and more so importantly, the information that they have gathered. So essentially, up until now, we thought that all the information they had was gone, but we learned within this chapter that all, if not most, the books that they had retaining this information is still healthy, is still there, it is elsewhere now, and it is protected. And essentially that's what we learned from this chapter. We find out that after the fire that burnt things down, the giants, they hopped in there, they saved the books, took them somewhere else. They're probably on Elbeth now, most likely on Elbeth now, but they're all good and they're protected. And a nice little touch that I think was given to this, well, it might make, then again, it kind of makes sense. Kind of makes sense is that it's alluded to, not confirmed, but it's alluded to that the captain that these giants were serving was Sal. The same giant friend of, I was going to say Nami, wrong person. Same giant giant friend of Nico Robin, which I think was a very nice odd. And we see, Robin come to this realization herself, have a little cry to herself. And like I said, it's not confirmed, but it's very much alluded to that is so. Would be a very dick move if it turned out to be someone else, but I think we could pretty much safely assume that it's so, and which is nice because when we go to Elbath, because that's probably where he's there chilling, we'll have a nice reunion between the two of them. I think Robin will really like that, that's Robin's bestie, first number one bestie. So yeah, I think that'll be a very nice touch. Also within this chapter, we learn that the world of One Piece is more connected than we think. We find out that people who you probably wouldn't have thought of had connections to each other seemingly have connections to each other. And basically, what am I talking about? In this chapter, we find out that Clover, the main man of the Ohara, not only did he live his life as a bit as a rebel, you could essentially say he was a pirate in his own right, but he had connections to both Vegapunk and Dragon. He knew them both previously, so once he did die, it did hit these guys kind of hard, and they did come to the Ohara to pay their respects to him. So we learned that there was a connection between the two, but we also learn, because of that, Vegapunk and Dragon, they have previous history. They met on the Ohara previously, and I'm not gonna say they're buddy, but I don't know. They know each other. They know each other. And we learned in this chapter that there was an invite from Dragon to Vegapunk to join the Revolution Army, which Vegapunk declined. He turns down. He basically says, bro, I'm a lover, not a fighter. Now you say, he's the intellect kind of type, he doesn't do the fighting thing. But can you imagine if Vegapunk joined the revolutionaries? All these mechs and stuff we're seeing now on Egghead Island, that would be at Dragon's disposal, like it was calm, like it was casual. Not Vegapunk, Dragon Revolution Army would have long accomplished what they were trying to do already if Vegapunk had joined the fray. But it seems like Vegapunk kind of was on his own mission, and I feel like the chapter, at least for me, it seemed like the chapter was alluding to that Vegapunk is on his own little side mission, working with the government to find the quote unquote good within the government, good people within the government towards his own agenda. That's what I'm thinking. But we'll see. We'll see. But like I said, chapter info dump, and that's what we spend the majority of the chapter. But at the end of the chapter, we do flip back over to Luffy, Chopper, Bonnie, Jinbe, and they are where we left them off last chapter with this giant robot, and the giant robot does activate, and we do get to see, because it looks kind of different. His head doesn't look as big, or rather his forehead doesn't look as big, but the chapter basically says in narration, this is the main man, Vegapunk. And so they're with him. He knows about Straw Hats, obviously. Knows about Drew Bunny, obviously. Drew Bunny recognizes him as the real Vegapunk. So we'll see what happens between them there and then. I have no idea what's going to happen. We'll see how things roll out. But because of how the chapter was, I don't really know what rating to give it, but it was an enjoyable read. I'm going to leave it at that. So this chapter is ratingless. Take that as you will. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.